Louisiana Beer Reviews, Scofflaw Brewing's F3X Coronna virus. So F3X coronavirus is a 7.5% alcohol by volume IPA. There's no IBUs listed. This was introduced obviously in 2020. Illustration by Josh James, sort of their artwork on their labels, I noticed sort of a Bill Sienkiewicz New Mutants type thing. Plain aluminum can with the adhesive paper label. Drink cold and fresh. Okay, that's a good idea, drink cold and fresh. There's only one little problem here at 7:30 a.m. There's no date, guys. So you want me to drink it fresh, but you don't put a date, guys. Put the damn date! That chaps my chapstick. Even if I scored 100, I'm going to give it a 90 because it has no date. Even though you'll know that I gave it 100 because I mentioned it. But anyway, thank you, John and Illy, for this can of ale from Georgia. And this is the first video review for this product in the world. They didn't have it listed on their website. I looked under the basement series, not listed. Don't know much about Scofflaw Brewing. Know it's in Atlanta, Georgia. I guess they're from what I gathered, they're sort of like one of these irreverent, edgy, politically correct, edgy brewing companies. Now this glass is clean. Clean it with extremely hot water, but there's still bubbles sticking to the side. So no, it's not a clean glass. I mean, it's not a dirty glass. Some people will say if it's got bubbles to the side, it's dirty. I think the thing with this tulip glass is very old, and it's probably got a lot of scuffs and scratches on the inside and out. You see. So you'll have some surface area for the bubbles to clean. Now that's a spongy off-white head, and it is a gold-orange appearance, translucent but opaque. I was trying to see if there's sediment. Yes, there's sediment galore in this beer. I assume it's pretty fresh because John and Illy went and picked up a big stash of beers for me. He gave me too many. I told him, I said, you went overboard when I drove to Georgia in June 2020. And he wanted me to try them, so here we go. He gave me very interesting products. The aroma is pungent. Malty, some hop resin. Smells pretty good. Strong, 7.5. We'll be cutting this grass later. I'm gonna need some fortification in the 95, 96 degree heat. White bread crust, strong malt, intense hop oils, intense hop resin, some fruitiness. I would think the IBUs are probably at least 75, which is where I like IPAs to be. Some of these IPAs, they'll say 49 IBUs, and I'm thinking, is it really an IPA? Some of them be 35. This is sort of like an extra IPA. Heavy mouth, kind of a viscous mouthfeel, a heavy body. Feel the bitterness on the tongue. I think it's going to build. It's not too dry to finish though. It's sort of like medium wet, medium sweet dry. Just slightly tipped over into dry. I'll say 52-48. 52% dry and 48% sweet. So it's level there, balanced. But it's strong, intense, and dense in a way. So if you're not used to India Pale Ales, if you've never had an India Pale Ale, this will probably this would probably not be a good place to start, unless you just like to dive into the deep end of the pool. But India Pale Ales, you probably want to start with like wrought iron from Abita Brewing Company, or say like Stone IPA, be a good, or even probably more mild be Goose Island IPA. That may be a good start, and then get used to the bitterness. It's kind of like hot sauce. Like the first one you try could be very mild, and you think it's so hot, and then after a while, a couple of years into it, just like nothing tastes hot. But they'll be really good. Most of these hot sauces from around Louisiana especially, they'd be very good. They may not be particularly hot, spicy, but they have a lot of intricate flavors. And then I had some of the good Mexican ones like the Valentina, fabulous. And the Valentina Extra Hot is incredible. Oh yeah, there is an enormous amount of chunks, powdery and big gray yeast chunks. So wow, score. The Fxxx Coronavirus India Pale Ale, I would have to score it an A, 95 out of 100. It's that good, 9.5 out of 10. I don't know the availability. Certainly I've never seen it in Louisiana, nor anything else from this company. But then there's a lot of Louisiana beers people in Georgia can't get, so we know it's very regional, even maybe town to town with some of these smaller companies. So most excellent product. And I have these Vienna sausages. New label is a Walmart brown label Vienna sausage, great value brown label, soaking in chicken broth, and I put this green verde sauce on it, these saltine crackers. Yes, I think it pairs well. Might go better with Pacifico Claro from Mexico, but still, no complaints. So laissez-les bon temps relais. Most excellent ale from Georgia. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.